Shout out to G-Man Boxing.
Alright, people. Following a recent IFL interview that was done, I think that was done on Thursday, Frank Warren was basically saying that was the essentially. I'm sure he's not 100% serious with this, but he was essentially saying that's the last day that Team Joshua have Eddie Hearn and Joshua to get basically their terms agreed on a potential fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Now, it at the start of the week, Tyson Fury made the call out, and it seemed pretty good going on Tuesday because Eddie Hearn was saying and Anthony Joshua was saying, okay, yep, look, whatever, we'll go December 17th. But Team Fury said we don't want December 17th, we want November 26th or December 3rd. 12 weeks, fresh out of a camp, straight into another one, 12 weeks, there you go. Then I believe there was an issue with the rematch. Look, there would be a rematch clause in it. I really don't have an issue with rematch clauses with voluntaries, and this would be a voluntary. Doesn't bother me, to be honest with you. I think that with voluntaries, it makes sense. But with mandatories, no. I mean, a voluntary, you are basically giving the opponent a title shot. He hasn't earned it. You are giving it to him. So for me, in that situation, a rematch clause, I don't mind. But if you've earned the title shot, so if you've fought Eliminator and you've earned your crack, now fair enough, and I'll definitely, some people quote unquote earn title shots by having very easy final eliminators, or if some of them haven't even fought an eliminator at all. It turns out that the fight they had 2 fights ago was an unofficial eliminator. I will attest to that. But for the most part, mandatories are earned, and I believe you earn it and you win, see you later, there you go, you've earned that, goodbye. But anyway, the issue was not with the rematch clause, it was more to do with if AJ wins, he gets a higher split. So it will be 60-40 in Fury's favour. If AJ beats Fury and he gets a rematch, roles reversed. That was a bit of a sticking point. Now, for me, a part of me from the outside looking in, right, and look, I could be wrong, but this is just my theory on this, right? I would love to see Joshua Fury. I don't know why, I would. I mean, last year I was really hoping we would see it. I kind of got a little bit excited in the summer, and then all of a sudden the arbitration thing kind of messed that up. And I did say that AJ has to fight Usyk, Fury has to fight Wilder. Go back and look at some of my videos. I said one of them will lose. I said one of them will lose. I said it might not necessarily be Joshua, it might be Fury, but I said one of them will lose. And one of them did. But I wanted to see that last year. Obviously now my priority is undisputed. That's what I want to see next year. I know it's not going to happen this year. So I know that. So if Fury is talking about and he wants to have a run out before the end of the year, him against AJ is just, I love it. I love that fight. I know we're not going to probably get the best AJ, given everything that's happened in the last few weeks. But I still want to see that fight. I still like that fight. Obviously, if I was managing AJ, I'd be saying, mate, unless you want your retirement fund, just don't bother. Don't take it. You know, just rebuild. Don't take it. But as a fan, obviously, I'm kind of like, I want to see it. Part of me is thinking, does Tyson Fury have any real intention of even having a fight before the end of the year? Because he's done that before in 2020, where it was all to do with Royal Albert Hall. We're going to have a title fight. We're going to fight someone, whoever it may be. There was talking Lucas Brown, Caballel, I think the name was floated in. Anyway, cut long story short, it never happened. Is something like that happening again? Is he just maybe stringing him and Frank Warren, maybe stringing Team Joshua along, pretty much backing them into a corner where it's like, you will have to take this fight now or it's off the table. And if Team AJ say it just doesn't work for us, yes, you'll get more money, or you're the A side, but just the dates and it just don't work for us. That gives Team Fury, Frank Warren, Tyson Fury, gives them ammunition to go to AJ and say, well, you ducked us. It was there, fight was there, yous didn't want it, yous ducked us. You know, and don't that would happen. I don't think that that's not something that's maybe being thought of. I'm sure Team Fury, their confidence to beat AJ now will be at an all-time high. And make no mistake about it, I'd pick him every day of the week, twice on a Sunday, to beat Anthony Joshua at this stage. Although I think AJ is still game. I don't think it's a blowout job, but I wouldn't look. I would have probably picked Fury last year, pre-Ruiz. Still probably would have picked Fury, but in a competitive fight. Now it's just like Fury, definitely. But AJ still, I think, will be game. I do. But it seems we're kind of on that road now where we don't know what's happening with this. I wouldn't be shocked if Fury doesn't fight until next year and it's Usyk as the next opponent, because look, who is he going to fight other than AJ? You know, you could, if he is serious about having a fight and the AJ fight does fall through, Otto Valeen rematch, I mean, I don't really have a problem with that fight. I don't. Otto Valeen was very, very game. He's very awkward for Tyson Fury the first time, and could be interesting. Be good preparation for Alexander Usyk as well, so there is that. But yeah, this AJ fight, I don't know what's going to happen with it. Bob Arum was even saying that he thinks it's not going to happen. That AJ should just go and take, you know, maybe a year of just fights, get the confidence back up, and then see what happens thereafter. I agree with Bob Arum. Don't often agree with him, but I do with that. And again, part of me is looking at this from the outside, looking in and thinking, is Team Fury just making demands, like dates and this and that, just to try anything to make sure AJ doesn't take this fight? Not that they're afraid of AJ, but just so they can go and have a bit more ammunition to wind him up with. You know, be able to turn around and say, see, he ducked me. He's afraid. He's a chicken. And you know what would happen with AJ then? Every single time AJ does an interview or post, he'd have more people in the comments. Are you ducking Fury? You're ducking Fury. Why are you ducking Fury? You know, that sort of way. So part of me thinks that that's one of the real reasons why this is happening, why Fury made the call out. I mean, I'm sure for him it's a kind of win-win. If he doesn't take it, you can say, oh, he's ducking me. He's ducking me. There you go. Look, he's ducking me. But if he takes it, it's a massive fight. Still, huge fight. Wembley Stadium, Principality Stadium, either or. Great numbers it would do on pay-per-view. Big money for both guys. And you're probably getting AJ. I'd say you're probably getting definitely. You're getting AJ at his weakest. Definitely. So you'd make yourself you'd be fairly sure of picking Tyson Fury, in my opinion anyway. That's what I got to say on this. I want to keep this video short and sweet. I've got a lot planned for tomorrow. I was going to record a review of the week in the evening. But we're meant to have Shield Marshall tonight. I was even thinking to myself at the start of the week, it's not a bad undercard, will we do a watch along? Well, it's not happening. Look, I'll talk about it more in review of the week, but I think that decision was just absolutely stupid, beyond belief, to cancel all sporting events. I just don't understand it. I really don't. It just made no sense to me. But October 15th is when that fight's going to happen again. Let me know your thoughts on Fury Joshua in the comment section. Do you think, like me, Fury is either trying to guarantee he's going to fight AJ next, or making it difficult for AJ and Team AJ to take it so they can say, see, he ducked me. See? Is it going to be something like that? Let me know in the comment section. Smash the like button if you could. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Oh, yeah. And obviously, we will do a little live catch-up on a Sunday. Haven't done one on a Sunday for a while. A preview Canelo Triple G. So we'll do that. And, I've got other things planned as well for the week coming. So stick around, people. Stay tuned. We've got plenty ahead. Plenty to look forward to. Plenty planned. I'm nearly at 1,000 subs on the second channel. We're this close to 1,000 subs. So I'm doing a little bit of research this weekend. I obviously have a case that I want to do for the 1,000 subscriber one. Probably won't be this weekend. That'll probably be next weekend by the time I hit 1,000. But I've got plenty more. Between Cartel, between a murder that happened here in Ireland in 2018, which we'll talk about at some point this week. I'm really looking forward to doing that one. That's an interesting one as well. The more research I've done on that, the more questions you have as well, but we'll talk about that now in another video on the second channel. For now, I'll leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed the video, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'll talk to you. Peace.